Welcome to DEMOCREPUBLIX, where we cover the real news that matter to we the people. Zuckerberg scrambles to calm Facebook employees. According to Zero Hedge, following a horrendous week of damage control through a choreographed game of MSN softball, Mark Zuckerberg is now trying to calm down Facebook employees in the wake of a massive data harvesting scandal. A March 18th expose by The Guardian detailing how 28-year-old programmer Christopher Weil made Steve Bannon's psychological warfare tool missed its intended Trump-linked target and landed squarely on Facebook's doorstep after revelations that Facebook's Orwellian data collection, combined with sloppy oversight of what apps and their creators do with your data, has resulted in disturbing violations of privacy. What's more, Facebook was helping the Obama administration target voters using harvested data similar to what Cambridge Analytica was doing. Obama's former campaign director admitted over Twitter that Facebook not only knew of the campaign's data harvesting to suck out the whole social graph, but that they didn't stop us once they realized that was what they were doing. And WikiLeaks emails released in 2016 election revealed that Facebook COO Sheryl Sandberg really wanted, quote, Hillary to win badly, unquote, after Hillary came over to Sandberg's house and was magical with her kids. Adding more fuel to the fire is the fact that one of the psychologists who created the data harvesting Facebook app, which gathered information over 50 million Facebook users before selling it to Cambridge Analytica and others, worked for Facebook. The co-director of the company that harvested the data from tens of millions of Facebook users before selling it to the controversial data analytics firm Cambridge Analytica is currently working for the tech giant as an in-house psychologist. Joseph Chancellor was one of two founding directors of Global Science Research, the company that harvested Facebook data using a personality app under the guise of academic research, and later shared the data with Cambridge Analytica. That comes from The Guardian. As The Guardian's expose became more and more zucked, even the founder of WhatsApp, John Comey, who Facebook made a billionaire after buying his company, told his Twitter followers it's time to delete Facebook. I'm going to stop right here. I remember, like I was telling my wife, I remember 10 years ago when I was telling everyone that Facebook is taking all your info. It was basically funded by the government, by the CIA, to steal your data and information. I was telling people this when it first started. Like, Zuckerberg is just a front man, really. Everybody knows that Zuckerberg basically stole the Facebook idea, and the government snatched it up and bought it out, basically, and taking your data, and they're using your data to create psychological profiles, and not only they creating your internet, your psychological profile, but they're taking that information and selling it for profit. That's why Facebook is free. It's been like that since its inception. It's basically data mining. They take all your information and they got this online profile of you, and they take this online profile and they sell it to companies. And if I had a company that needed the data, I could go to Facebook and buy it straight up, all your information, and use it against you. And it wasn't a problem. Remember, it wasn't a problem when Obama was taking the information and using it. I remember how when Obama was running, how they talk about how smart it was for him to take take all your information and use it to advertise towards you and use it to sway your opinions. And now that supposedly it was used by Trump's team, it's a problem. But let's go back to this article. With Bannon and Trump surely smirking at the Pandora's box opened by The Guardian, Mark Zuckerberg went radio silent for several days, emerging Wednesday of last week for a round of unsatisfying robotic damage control with a couple of magazine articles and painfully Milito's interview on CNN. And I mean, I can't believe they're giving all these people in hoodies all this power. You know, we thought they were all We thought they were all nice guys, the tech guys. We thought they were all nice because they wear hoodies. They didn't dress in suits like the normal corporate corrupt business people. So we thought we could trust them and give them all our information. But in fact, these are frontmen for the government to steal your information. But back to the article. While Zuckerberg attempted to extinguish fires outside of Facebook, the beleaguered CEO has taken multiple steps over the past few days to assuage the concerns of his company's 25,000 employees, according to the New York Times. The Silicon Valley company held a staff meeting on Tuesday to answer questions about Cambridge Analytica featuring one of Facebook's lawyers, Paul Grewal. On Wednesday afternoon, Mr. Zuckerberg addressed employees directly, according to two Facebook employees who asked not to be identified because the proceedings were confidential. Mr. Zuckerberg also spoke with staff on Friday at a regularly scheduled employee meeting, said two people who attended the event. Calming employees was particularly vital because morale has sunk at the company, writes Shira Frinkle in the Times. Earlier this week, some Facebook employees had said the colleagues had started looking to transfer from the main social network product to other branches of the company, such as to messaging app, WhatsApp, and photo sharing site Instagram, which had been relatively unscathed by the recent scandals. Because clearly one needs a safe space to go with an 8-figure stock-based compensation, although at this rate it may be 7-figure. I like Tyler Durden. He does really great work. One Facebook recruiter told the Times that there were concerns over top talent leaving the company for other Silicon Valley opportunities. Quote, "It's such a shocking difference for the company employees who were used to having esteem for where they work," said Eric Schiffer, chairman of Reputation Management Consultants. 10 years ago, Facebook was the hottest place to go out of college. This year, the best graduates are not necessarily looking at Facebook. While Zuck wasn't present at the company's Tuesday staff meeting, he reportedly told employees of concrete measures the company was taking following the Cambridge Analytica report. Mr. Zuckerberg said the social media network was investigating apps like third-party quiz app that had obtained access to large amounts of information from the social network, which had been used by Cambridge Analytica. He also said the company would restrict third-party developers' access and would notify users whose data had been harvested. Of the Delete Facebook campaign, Mr. Zuckerberg told the New York Times in an interview, "I think it's clear signal that this is a major trust issue for people, and I understand that." And, I mean, like I've been saying for years that Zuckerberg is just the face of Facebook. It's really ran by the CIA, the deep state. They use it to create these online profiles, and they also using it. I'm doing a lot of research into algorithms and predictability, and how they're using your psychological profiles to predict how you're gonna act in certain situations. AI, they use a lot of AI technology, and a lot of the information they got they're using for this AI integration of psychological profiles is Facebook. They're taking all your information from Facebook and basically giving it to this artificial intelligence type of program, and they use it to try to predict different outcomes. That's one reason why they believe that Hillary Clinton was going to win. So they really believe Hillary Clinton was going to win because a lot of the AI was pointing to that direction. But they thought it was going to be like by a small margin. That's why they try to set up as a backup. They try to put in a contingency plan to take out Trump. And that's what's going on right now with the special counsel and stuff like that. But that's a whole nother story. Back to the article. Facebook senior managers promised an open line of communication on Friday while the company reevaluates its privacy and security measures, according to two employees. This was its intent. The whole intent of Facebook was to take your data and use it to make money. I mean, they're trying to make it like, oh my gosh, we can't believe these third-party apps are using your information like that. That wasn't its intent. No, that was its intent, is to take your information and sell it. And even some people in the tech industry said in the future that they're actually gonna start paying you for your data, for your information. Like, people not really gonna be working anymore. They're gonna be surfing the web and stuff like that, and be getting paid for it by the information and stuff that they use. And you can go and download all your information on Facebook. Me, I don't use Facebook. I think I had it. I had it once. I signed up once and probably used it for about 2 weeks. I never really used Facebook. I remember back in the day, MySpace was big. I was on MySpace for a little while. But you just can't really trust all these tech companies, because they really don't have your best interests at heart. That most of the time, these big companies are being bought up by governments and used by governments, and it's not for your benefit. But back to the article. Julian Assange tweeted what to see what Facebook has on you. You go to Facebook settings and you click download a copy of your Facebook data. You wait for an automatic email from Facebook. You download the zip file link in the email, extract it, and open it. And if you look at this stuff, it has so much information on you. Not only does it have information on you, but it shows you information on your contacts, who your contacts has been talking to, has your SMS, your text messages, everyone you've been texting, not only through Facebook, but your phone. It takes the information out of your phone. It has your messages and your people you called and contacts and all this stuff. And y'all willingly signed up for this. When you download that app, it harvests all your information. But let me know what you think. I want y'all to leave your comments below. Do you think this is the end of Facebook? Do you think it's gonna be the end of it, and maybe we have people who start using better, start going to things like Gab and Steam It and stuff like that. And you got the new crypto stuff, where basically it's open platform, and you don't have to worry about being censored, and conservatives in particular need to start looking at some of these things. I love Gab. I use Gab every day. Gab, it does have a few racist stuff on there, but you can ignore that. But I like the platform because it's free and it's open, and people can put their ideas out there. Don't have to worry about being blocked and stuff like that. And Steam It is another one. Steam It and DTube DTube is like an alternative platform to YouTube, where you can basically post videos of what you want, and it's actually, you can get paid for it. It's all in cryptocurrency, which is the new thing now. And I think that's what people are going to start turning to as more and more of this information come out about how these tech companies are stealing your information. I think people are going to just start using things like blockchain, which DTube and Steam It uses, to keep your information, so you don't have to worry about being censored and stuff like that. So I got two questions. Do y'all think this is the end of Facebook? The beginning of the end of Facebook? And I also would like to know if you're using things like DTube and Steam It, and do you think those are the new platforms to use? Leave your comments below. Click that like button, and check out DEMOCREPUBLIX.com for the latest in news and the articles that I'll be posting. Till next time.